$1 billion. Anyways, what I wanted to keep going this week on the opportunities that we have before us in investing in commercial real estate and investing in real estate in general. We've been talking about how it's important to know what's happening locally, to have a 10-year vision, to see where the area that you're going to invest in is going in the next 10 years and whether that's a good place for you to invest or not. So I am going to share this with you, although this is my little secret pocket of the world that I've been investing in for 20 years. I'm going to share this with you because we want you to succeed. Dawn and I want you to succeed, and there's plenty of room for all of us in North Hollywood, California. So let's check this out. All right, so there is a $1 billion plan for the NoHo Metro station to be remodeled. These are the kind of things that you need to look for. If the local governments and the large-scale institutional investors think it's a good idea to invest $1 billion in something, do you think it's a good idea for you to invest a couple of $100,000 into something? Maybe a couple of $1 million into something. So I'm going to tell you something that happened in North Hollywood. When I was growing up in North Hollywood, there was a gang-infested area. There was a tremendous amount of gangs in the area, and there was just this thing that you could see that things were going to start to get cleaned up. And if you started to have vision, you could see that everything from Ventura Boulevard, and this is, I'm being very specific to an area, just bear with me because you can apply this to any area. You could see that where Ventura Boulevard was, the wealth effect was starting to push and push and push into the areas of less wealth. And so sometimes when you see wealthy areas pushing into areas of less wealth, you start to want to purchase just outside the wealth line, knowing that the market's going to push into that line, and that's where you're going to get the most yield because you're buying something cheap and you're letting the market catch up to you and push into the wealth area. So when public transportation came to North Hollywood, when they built the Red Line, the subway in North Hollywood, it changed everything. Anytime you add public transportation to an area, it changes everything. And now you're talking about another $1 billion being thrown at the same project in the same event, and they just built the NoHo Commons, or NoHo West as they call it. So if you see hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars being poured into an area, that's a great place to invest. For more tips like that, reach out to Dawn and I, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, send us some hate mail, send us any mail, and just beat us up a little bit if you don't like what we're talking about, or if you want some of these investment tips that have actually done great for myself and my partners over the last 20 years, I'd be glad to spend an hour with you and share some of these great tips so that you can apply them in your market. Maybe North Hollywood's not close to you, maybe you're somewhere else in this nation, but you could apply the same strategies in your market. So reach out to Dawn and I, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.